uma ngabe kuneliswati lelihlala eNgilandi leli supporter the ruling regime of Swaziland while eMaswati Ingumbi are calling for democratic change. Leli Swati leli linemanga futhi liyawakhohliswa eMaswati. Phela leli Swati leli have experienced the meaning of democracy, and leli Swati leli have experienced living in a country where inside regardless of the monarchy that rules here. Leli Swati leli ngifuna kuwatshela eMaswati ukuthi nginaMaswati lathi nakafika abuya kaNgwane afune ukuthi manje wonke umuntu abone ukuthi leli Swati leli beNgilandi lifikile. Lifuna ukuthi nalifika kube ngileli Swati lichoma ko because angicabanga ukuthi ukhona umuntu lo ngathi enjoya democratic life even delifake ekhathi kubo UK abuye athi manje we are happy with our king. People of Swaziland, the royal family of Swaziland is a huge burden to the economy of Swaziland. Kungako the economy can't be distributed to the masses because these people banengi and they are expensive, and on top of that badurile bayavilapha abasebenti. Uma ubuka liphakelo that goes into the royal family, just them, it is way too much and way enough for the development and the improvement of every Swazi's life. If ubuka liphakelo leliphakelwa the generational royal family lekufaka kathi bantu abasobhuza all these beneficiaries of the royal family, these are too much for the small Swaziland economy. This economy needs to be distributed amongst the Swazis, and this economy is enough to improve the life of every Swazi citizen living in the country. Ngivebuhlungu kakhulu on the other day ngibuka tisebenzi talenye ifactory toitoya noma titelegela kukhushulelwa imiholo. This was very disturbing. Uma ngiva ngokuthi manje lo mholo labawuholako is only 15 rand per hour, and they are only fighting for 25 rand an hour. Let me tell you, Maswati, this is not right in every aspect. 25 rand an hour cannot even buy you bread and butter. 25 rand an hour. Ngubexele ngelive la UK or live any country that is in the UK, either Scotland, Wales, Ireland, or even England. The minimum wage in the UK is close to just less than £10, like £9.70 or something like that. Go £9.70, you can buy a litre petrol, loaf of bread, sugar, tea bags, butter, 5 things that you can do get £10 or £9 or the minimum wage but hour. So if you can imagine the government of Swaziland or the royal government of Swaziland gazetting or even sitting there, folding their hands, saying it is okay for eMaswati to 15 rand an hour. In a democratic country, hulumende wakhona ngabusukumile wathi no, you can't manipulate eMaswati in this way. But because everything has to benefit the family that matters, which make Nina Maswati of less value, of less importance, and you don't matter in any single way. Nina Maswati, all when you matter is nakuflaxin your shagula tinsimi tala banvana while bona are busy kuma mention abo watching every episode of Netflix that they wish, flicking from one channel to the other, while when Namvan El Swati can't even afford a subscription, a monthly subscription to have all these channels that these people enjoy. The situation of Swaziland Maswati is not just for those who are standing up for the freedom of Swaziland, but it is for everyone. No mangabe you feel like in the moment it is benefiting you, you don't care. Think about the future. Think about your children. Think about the generation that is yet to come. I've just mentioned the minimum wage, £10 in countries like the UK. But on top of that, Maswat Lamash, these people don't pay for any education unless they wish to by taking their children to private school. They don't pay for they go to hospitals, they go to top class hospitals, and they get treated without even a single cent, unless there is other medication that you have to buy, but it is at an affordable rate. Imikwangu, they are all interconnection through or Akambegi from this place because their roads are terrible. It is interconnection. This country is huge. It is huge. And Maswati need to stand up, and the Maswati need to fight together, and the Maswati need to see that the burden of this royal family is too much for the economy. This economy of Swaziland should be benefiting the people of Swaziland. This economy of Swaziland should be improving the educational system of Swaziland, the health system of Swaziland, and the infrastructure of Swaziland. One of the saddest thing I will tell you, Maswat Lamashe, that the royal Swaziland government has done is destroying the three main hotels of Swaziland: the Royal Swazi, the Ezulwini Sun, the Lugoko Sun, and the Royal Swazi Sun. They have destroyed those hotels were the main tourist attraction in the country, but because of lesidladla lesifakwang lababekunene, they left these hotels until its last breath. Where are they now? They are shut. And where are they now? Broken to its knees. They are broken to its knees. It is because everything is royal. This is royal, this is royal, this. And there's nothing that seems to operate in Swaziland without the interference of the royal family. And this thing needs to stop. So I've seen the paper saying they've sold the companies to some international buyers. And I want to believe that there are Swazis that would have afforded to buy those companies and revive the economy of Swaziland. Maswat Lamash, I am warning you. The fight for freedom is not for the pro-democratic people. It is for all Maswat. The fight for freedom is not only going to liberate just the few, but all of you, Maswat Lamash. Just think about it. Just think about it. The Tibio Tarangwani and the money that is in Tibio Tarangwan, it is there to lavishly support the lifestyle of the royal family. They go to decent schools, they go to decent hospitals. When all you do is go to Stunusa clinic, bakutshela ukuthi kude umuthi noma uye eLobamba clinic where there is no medication. And Ilobamba Clinic, I was very disappointed. I went there the other day, and the benches, the furniture that is there is the same, very same benches and furniture that was when that clinic was open. Can't remember when, in the 90s. When that hospital, it is still using the same furniture. There is nothing, no improvement whatsoever inside. Look at the national stadium of Swaziland, Somhlolo. Look at the state. Sitaba inhlekisa size sibe kube nini. And I'm saying to the people of Swaziland, and especially the royal family, uma nivakashela la mave la ngephandle nibona tinvo tithuthuke kangaka, ningahawukeli yini nibuke ukuthi no, we want this for the Swazi people. Oh no, I've got the answer for that. Niyahawukele, but a problem you want this for yourselves, not for the Swazi people. That is the problem. You saw one big example is the building of the Skupe International Airport. That airport was a disaster, and it crippled the economy of Swaziland in a big time. Kabanga, a few years ago, now you were just taking the flight Matapa in 10, 15, 20 minutes. You are in the most busiest cities of the country. But now, anyone thinking of going to Swaziland, think of the 1.5 to 2 hours journey that they will then have to make to either these cities, and then the 1.5 to 2 hours journey that they will then have to make going back. What do people then say? Oh, singamane sihlale South Africa. Singamane sivakashele mave that are like 1 hour away from South Africa. It still give us the same feel that we will get in Swaziland. You know, so people decide that they would rather stay in South Africa. What does it do to the tourist business in Swaziland? It crippled because of one selfish decision. And what does these people do? Because these people never figure in Swaziland, they hire the cars and go around. What does it do to the car hiring company? It crippled the business. It crippled the business. So what does it do? The companies are shutting, or they are minimizing on staff, and they are not in full operation, or even not seeing the profit that they should be seeing. You know, Maswatla Mahle, don't be fooled by Banfula Bashala UK that says they are supporting Mswati and his selfish clowns. These people banemona abafuni kokuthi manje ni enjoy the freedom and the fruits of democracy as they are in this country. Bangakutshela nabo kokuthi manje they go to work, they enjoy ama rights emsebenzini, kude nje longa bakuxosha just because bakhanga bakuxosha, kude longa batreat there. Every person's right is well protected here. Is well protected. Gumnanzi and Bayati, but these people they are supporting the system in Swaziland. Bayani Yenga Maswati, they just want you to believe, or when they go back home, nitawuthi all tikamgile tikumkanja tasengiland and nibanigete that whatever privilege or whatever nonsense. That is nonsense. There is nonsense. Who is living in the UK, who can still say the system of Swaziland or the system of government in Swaziland is up to date and it is the right one. And who have enjoyed the fruitful of democracy in this foreign country. Good. Tinege in Swaziland can even be better because we have got the land, we have got the weather, we have got the wildlife, we have got everything. Singapila mnanzi in our country with our democracy without being oppressed by this royal family that believes everything has to belong to them. Think about it, Maswat Lamal. Think about it. these people bayeva nyalo of these rituals that is going on, and babhizi ngalapha on kuma Sundays they go to church baphakamise tandla nelBhayibheli or whatever Bible bathi halala halala or hallelujah, while they know and they don't condemn the witchcraft system that is ruling eMaswati. They know exactly, but babinzile ngalapha they are quoting verses and all this nonsense. Aite kwake ya prophet Major V. The less said about that man is the better. The less said about Major V is the better. We don't even. I've just made the mistake even to mention Likamala Votzaleya. Whatever he speaks in his mouth is just rotten, and there is nobody who can support a rotten family or a rotten ritualistic family. Abe athi ngalapha ubeliever kuNkulunkulu and all this stuff. There is nobody who can do that. And whoever umfatwa Major V happened to listen to this, ucela khuluma nendvodza yakho sisi nangabe futhi yakwehlula ucele bekhakhakho bakhulumele nayo nangabe nabo yabehlula nikhulume nebakubo nganisense bakhuluma nangabe futhi behlula mshiye shiya lo lendvodza lenganangcondo leyo.